We've got our sakura going, the cherry blossoms are on the table because it's raining outside. We can't go and show them to you now. I'm here with a story. Welcome to the Tea Crane. I'm Tyas Sosen. And in one of the questions that we received in the past, there was a question, what was the first tea you ever drank? Right around when I was 16, 17, I got this interest in Japanese culture. And during my university studies, I majored in Japanese studies. And during that time, I collected a lot of different Japanese things. And so, of course, when I went to a tea store and I discovered that they had Japanese tea on sale, I thought, well, Japanese tea, it's Japanese, I gotta try this, I gotta have this. So I got the tea, I bought what I thought was a teapot. And it's right here in front of me, it's a Nambuteki iron kettle from Japan. And I thought, well, this is a teapot, people brew tea in here. And I poured hot water in it, I put my tea in there, and the first few steepings were okay. But then gradually, the tea started to turn black. And at the time, not knowing what Japanese green tea actually was supposed to look and taste like, which is now about 14, 15 years ago, during that time, I just drank this tea thinking that that was what everyone was getting. So just to relive the moment of my young, unknowing, naive tea drinking times, I'm just going to pour, well, I brewed the tea actually, it's in here, and I'm just going to pour it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I've kept it in here for a while, and now let's have a look at what it looks like. What more is there to say? So this color is pretty much what I remember it looked like. And I had absolutely no clue that it wasn't supposed to look like this. I had seen black tea, I had seen other colors, I had no idea. But now knowing that actually the catechin in the tea leaf reacts with the iron in the not enameled kettle, because this kettle was just an iron kettle, it's not enameled on the inside. So the iron of the kettle reacts with the catechin of the tea, and that makes the tea to oxidize. And at the time, I thought, well, it's not too bad. It's maybe just the color, but now I actually realize that oxidization does not only affect the color, but also the taste and the aroma. And I know much better than in the past. But having come this far, having brewed it, I think there's no way out of it that I should taste this and relive some of my old memories if I can still get to them. So let's first have a smell of what this is. Oh God! Oh! This is oxidized pretty badly. This is pretty bad actually. Oh, I don't recommend anyone to drink this. I'm a professional tea drinker. Do not try this at home. We called the ambulance. if something happens, the ambulance is right outside. Where's that siren? Can we hear it? So, no. Iron kettles are used to boil water, not to brew tea. God, this color looks so bad. I'm gonna stop talking. That's pretty bad. All right, so this didn't taste good. I think it's even worse than when I had it in the past. It's pretty bitter. The astringency is still pulling my cheeks together. So I was foolish when I was young. I didn't know anything about Japanese tea. I had terrible Japanese tea, and now, so many years later, I have gotten a better understanding of what Japanese tea tastes like, how to properly brew it, how to enjoy it, and I clearly know that this is not the way to go, but it's important to experiment, and sometimes you have to start somewhere. You have to start at a certain point where you don't know what you're doing, but because you make all these mistakes, you gradually learn the proper approach and you become better at doing it. And so this story is basically a story that I would like to use to encourage you to discover new things, try new things, make the mistakes and learn from them, so that eventually in several years you can master the art and do a much better job at what you're doing. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this was entertaining and educational, and if you enjoy my content, like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get updated of new content that I will be putting out. So enjoy your tea. Cheers.